Welcome everybody to our A-level Spanish course delivered here at KESH Academy. I am going to take you through the PowerPoint and give you some important information on this course. Here at KESH Academy, we have a fantastic team of very experienced Spanish teachers. They will give you the best chance to achieve your full potential in the subject. You will also get the best possible immersion in a Spanish-speaking culture. Our classes are fairly small, which enables us to give you the most individual support and support in exam preparation. There are numerous academic benefits of learning another language. For example, this will enable you to communicate with the 400 million other speakers around the world, but it will also give you a really rich cultural, artistic and literary history and knowledge about Spain. So what will you study here at KESH Academy? So you will get to explore a wide range of topics. As you see on the PowerPoint, there is the evolving society in Spain, which are topics perhaps closer to your GCSEs. Then we focus on the political, artistic, cultural aspect in Spanish-speaking countries. Spain, obviously, but we do also cover other countries in South America where Spanish is spoken. We also focus on the topic of immigration and multiculturalism, and we focus on the dictatorship and Franco and the transition to a new democracy in Spain. You get the opportunity to study a book and a film as well as part of the course. Our exam board is at Excel, so you can find further information on the course as well. What skills will you acquire in Spanish? So we cover the 4 main skills: speaking, to give you the ability to communicate with Spanish speakers around the world; our listening skills, which will enable you to understand Spanish speakers and obviously pick up on the subtlety of the language, as well as listening to radio podcasts or watching films and TV programs in Spanish. The reading aspect as well at A level will enable you to read books in the original formats, obviously newspapers, news, e-news. And if we focus on the last skill, which is the writing, at A level you have the ability to write in many different styles. We focus especially on the literary writing here for our essays, but you also have academic translation, which is very important in this exam. How will I be assessed in A-level Spanish? You will take 3 exams and complete an independent research project called the IRP. For paper 1, you will be assessed in your listening, reading and translation skills. The exam counts for 40% of the qualification. For paper 2, you will be assessed in your written response to the work studied in class and to the translation. This assessment counts for 30% of the qualification. For paper 3, the speaking, this exam will be internally conducted by your teacher, and you will be assessed for between 21 and 23 minutes, which includes a 5 minutes preparation time. The format of this is similar to your GCSEs. It is a speaking card where you will have to debate the content of the card, followed up by the presentation of your main findings of your independent research project, which will be on the topic of your choice. This qualification counts for 30%. You will get the ability to speak a second language, and this will give you a huge advantage in the job market. You can use your Spanish skills in many unrelated fields, and the international dimension of the course is what some employers and higher education providers want. You will learn to communicate clearly, be confident about speaking in public, use problem-solving strategies, and write coherently. And also you get to develop critical thinking, creativity, and independence, which are very, very important skills when it comes to employability. So if we focus on careers in Spanish, there are lots and lots of professions that are directly related to Spanish, but there are also lots of jobs where Spanish is valuable. You can see on the table here there are jobs that don't automatically connect with Spanish, but where Spanish is very important to have. Here are some of the main industry where languages can be used. Obviously, the main ones we think of may go into teaching or translating, but there is a whole other range of subjects and areas where you can develop your language skills and where employers would really appreciate you having the capacity to speak another language fluently. What do our students here at KESH think about Spanish? I will leave you with them for their impressions. If you have any question, do not hesitate to contact us via the school website.
I enjoy developing my understanding of other cultures and their traditions, and
it would be beneficial for a business. For example, you could talk to someone who does not know English. Spanish is just another way of communication.
In A-level Spanish, we have the opportunity to develop our communication skills, our verbal reasoning skills, our critical thinking skills, and many other skills, which are many other skills other than your language learning, which is what employers look for.
I'd say anyone that just likes learning languages, I think Spanish, it's a mixture. Even though it's just a language, you learn about the actual grammar and then you learn about the history of Spain. So it's a mixture of different subjects, but just in Spanish.
Immigration aspect of things, because it links with geography, which I also take, and it gives me an insight as to what immigration really brings to the country, and also what Spanish people, their individual views on immigration as well.
A-level Spanish is that I get to learn about the history of what happened in that country and other Latin American countries, and the controversial topics that have happened during recent years, and getting to read a book, La Bernarda de Casa Alba, which talks about controversial topics such as females being overlooked or controlled by traditional values.
The thing I most enjoy about Spanish is the more interesting topics that we study at A-level rather than the GCSE, more relevant, more modern, and more topics that affect like our everyday life, which I think is more interesting, and the breadth of topics is also very interesting.
As I really enjoyed that at GCSE, we study the Franco dictatorship and how it shaped Spanish society today, which I find incredibly interesting. We also study literary texts at A-level Spanish. We do La Casa de Bernarda Alba in Year 12, and you also look at the contextual side, so again linking it to the Franco dictatorship, which is an element of English literature that I liked at GCSE too.
So, I want to go into a medical career, and I think Spanish makes me stand out purely because it's another language and it's a skill that not many other people would have.
I'd love to apply my knowledge of Spanish into a future career. Like I said, maybe a news presenter, or not necessarily a news presenter, but to translate, to get news from abroad for the BBC. Maybe that would be a potential opportunity for me.
It does look good on the CV. It also is it strengthens your memory if you know a language, and also it's just another form of communication.
I've chosen to study medicine at university, which is an incredibly competitive field. So having another language will make me more likely to get in, sort of. I'm also thinking of working with international charities such as the Red Cross, and working abroad, having a language such as Spanish means I'll be able to travel to a lot of different countries, and additionally, if I was to stay in the UK, I can help translate for people, as language shouldn't be a barrier to healthcare.
It gives the opportunity to speak and develop your ideas, and develop your communication skills and your critical thinking skills, which is what employers look for ideally.